Wednesday, November 12th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Meteorologist Matthew East here with you. Lot to talk about in today's edition of the video. Let's get right into it. We'll start with the web camera from the Avalon Pier on the left and the Outer Banks, and that's the Beach Mountain Parkway cam from resortcams.com on the right. A lot of fog in Beach Mountain this morning. The temperature there at Top Beach is 50. It is 62 there in that portion of the Outer Banks. And we do have some fog in portions of the region. You have only a quarter mile of visibility there in Raleigh and Fayetteville to start the day. Some dense fog advisories hoisted in many of those areas, only 3/4 of a mile in Richmond and Elizabeth City there in terms of visibility. So there's some fog in parts of the region early this morning. Temperatures, there's a big spread out there, anywhere from 62 in Jacksonville and Wilmington, 63 in Greenville to 38 in Asheville. Look at Boone, 53, 43 in Charlotte, and 49 in Greensboro. Now let's take a peek at what's happening in a number of spots temperature-wise here early today. Now these are, again, our current readings, about 5:30 this morning. Atlanta at 58, but then you hit a cold front. Behind the front, Nashville's at 35, Louisville, Kentucky 37, Chicago 27. It is down to 16 degrees in Lincoln, Nebraska, and it just keeps getting colder from there as you head further to the northwest. Yellowstone Lake at 16 below zero. Great Falls, Montana, 6 below zero. South Pass there in Wyoming, 11 below zero. 3 in Denver. That is really cold air, and that is the first of several waves of cold air that will continue to plunge into the central and eastern parts of the country. Now, the leading edge of that first wave of cold air is to the west of the mountains. Now, this cold front moves through today. The actual cold air will lag a bit behind the front, though. So as that front moves through today, we're still going to have a pretty mild day across the Carolinas. In fact, check out these highs, and I would strongly suggest enjoying these high temperatures today. It's going to be a while until we're anywhere close to this warm again. Looking at low to mid-70s in many spots once you get outside of the foothills and the mountains today. But that's about to come to an end as we go on into tonight. The clouds will increase. I think a lot of clouds across the region tomorrow, and a little light rain a possibility. The rain chances actually increase as you head further to the east, closer to the coast tomorrow. And the chilly air begins to settle in. Here's our high temperatures tomorrow across the region. Upper 40s around the Triad, low 50s maybe in Raleigh, 54 in Charlotte. And that colder air just continues to funnel on in here. Friday is going to feature plenty of sunshine, but that cold high pressure building on in. And our Friday high is only to 40s in much of the Piedmont. And then we get set up for a really cold night Friday night into Saturday morning. This is a preliminary look at potential lows on Saturday morning. Some of these numbers could be adjusted down, especially there along the I-95 corridor. And it's conceivable that if the winds relax, there could be some teens in some Piedmont locations and some of the normally colder spots Saturday morning. It will continue to be a cold day Saturday with highs again only in the 40s. And then our next system rolls in Sunday into Monday. Now the timing of this has slowed down a pretty good amount. I don't think we're going to be looking at any wintry weather issues with this. If this had come in on Sunday morning, yes, that could have been a possibility, but it looks like the rain at earliest will arrive Sunday afternoon. Plenty of clouds Sunday, and then it looks like a pretty chilly rain scenario Sunday night and into Monday. And we'll see how that plays out. The European actually gets our temperatures much milder on Monday with a southerly flow briefly in place. I'm going to go with a colder scenario and keep our highs into 40s for Monday with the rain. And following this system, another big blast of cold air is going to settle on in here. Watch the temperatures across the lower 48. Now this is Friday morning, and what I want you to kind of watch here is this next blast of cold air that's just going to gradually continue to work to the southeast here as we get into the early to mid portions of next work week. So by the time we get to Tuesday and Wednesday, we are squarely in the midst of another shot of cold air, and it could be even colder. In fact, I think it probably will be even colder by Tuesday and Wednesday of next week than what we're going to see by Friday and Saturday. We could very well see some low 20s and maybe some teens for lows in some spots by Wednesday morning of next week. So just a cold pattern settling on in here for a relatively extended period of time. All right, that is it for today's edition of the video. Everybody have a wonderful day, and God bless.